Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to the Great War Western Front, a new-ish, how long can I say a game is new? It's new, game by Petroglyph Games. We are returning to our Central Powers Let's Play series, where we are doing very well as the Germans. We've driven the Allies back in the north. No more worries about Flanders Field, that's all been conquered. Ypres, Hazebrouck, Dunkirk, Calais, Bray. We've pushed the enemy back on a line along the Channel ports, and now we're firmly in France. We didn't really make a drive on Paris. You know, we pushed all of that way up north. We never really made a serious drive on Paris. I don't think the Allies would withstand one. Their national will is down to 110, and again, I believe in 1918 there's some sort of attrition effect that kicks in. Haven't really seen that yet, but I believe that to be true. Our next focus is probably going to be to take Lyon to shorten our line. So the French early in our campaign actually took this hex from us. So that's the one place they took some ground. But it's resulting in us having to sort of defend more hexes than we would like. We can shorten our front by one hex if we take it. And so I've moved armored forces down to Noyon here so we can make a strike toward Lyon. Additionally, I think I might try to take Montreal if we have the supplies and resources to do it, to just flatten that line up and give Calais a bit of a breathing room. Additionally, once we take there, we can drive down on Abbeville. These two hexes are both 2 stars, so those should be relatively easy to take, although there are considerable enemy forces there. But I think the first thing that we're going to try and do now is we do have fresh troops at, or not fresh, but we haven't moved the troops at either Bray or at Calais. Both of those are sort of full stacks or completely ready to attack. The enemy does have 15 corps at Montreal, which could make things more difficult. But in any event, I think we can probably make an effort up there. And then the main effort for this hex this turn, though, is Noyon to Lyon, where we have 2 aviation units, 1 armored unit, 4 elite corps, and 6 regular corps, as well as level 2 depot, which we built up with the anticipation of using Noyon to attack Lyon, and then Soissons after that. And maybe we'll make a drive on Paris, but I don't think we'll get there. With that being said, first things first, let's go ahead and attack Noyon, or attack Lyon from Noyon, and see if the enemy has enough supplies to resist us, because I doubt it. We do have 2 research points. I don't know if I want to spend those. We can increase the effect radius of tank morale. We can... I haven't done repair team yet, right? So we could do repair teams, which increases the supply granted by tank battalions by 5, which I guess would be from 0 to 5, because right now they provide 0. Alternatively, smoke shots, the ability to provide smoke screens, or we could just save that money up and maybe get mustard gas next turn, which... I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, we could also just get more corps and more troops, but I don't really need that right now. So let's just hold on to those research points. What do I need to do to win? We need to get the enemy national will to 0, so that'll kind of cause their morale to break. Alternatively, if we don't do that, we need to take Paris, but most likely their will break. They're already very low. All right, so Noyon to Lyon. We're going to attack and see what happens. I only have 3 tanks going in this one, so usually we've been attacking with multiple tank battalions. Just a single tank battalion in this instance. The town of Lyon has been considered a site of strategic importance since the time of the Romans. It has seen conflict in the French Revolution, the Napoleonic Wars, the Franco-Prussian War, and World War I. Charcoal, you should be able to take a rake on all those poles. You know, get like a percentage of all those. Gotta become like a casino, you know? We have fought here before. Although maybe not from this direction, because this looks like virgin battlefield. Alright, where's the best? It's snowy, but it's also... What are we in, March? But it's also not frozen over at the river line. Which means the enemy might make it harder to attack. Anywhere do these balloons work? Like, because these are going to be fresh enemy entrenchments too, right? I can push this balloon very far forward. It's also not a blizzard, so that helps. right, let's do this. This will give us decent line of sight on B, some on A, and complete on C, I would assume. Just the one balloon. We're also going to do some light arty, maybe on this hill back here. Wow, that covers all the objectives. I suppose if they do attack me, that's a problem. So like previously, we probably pulled the arty back this way where it's safer, but you know what? Screw it. Let's get crazy. Let's get reckless. 4 light arties, and we'll do 2 heavies. If the enemy attacks, we're going to be sad. Maybe we push some infantry up toward this bridge to block them. All right. Our 3 tanks are going to stack on the right. I'm going to go for the C objective first. We'll use our elite infantry here as the spearhead, as always, for the initial attacks. Grenadiers, faster, more protected than standard infantry, can attack infantry in trenches from open ground, highly effective against emplacements and tanks, deal more damage than standard infantry in trench and melee combat. Someone was telling me not to use them in melee combat. It's like, no, they're they're basically shock troops. Maybe not quite the stormtroopers, but I don't know how to use flamethrowers effectively, so. All right, let's do some standard infantry to fill out the rest of the line. Just so they can't walk over. And we'll do one more storm. Or one more grenadier infantry. I am finally streaming this week, J Street. Yeah, I've been a little busy. I was actually a little under the weather earlier in the week, and then had some crazy work stuff going on, so didn't have the energy to do it. But I do now. Special infantry that uses a flamethrower against all targets with damage applied in a cone. Faster, more protected than standard infantry, can attack infantry in trenches from open ground. Highly effective against closely packed infantry groups. Deals more damage than standard infantry in trench. So this doesn't feel right. They do not deal more damage in trench melee combat. It says they do, but I've seen them in trench combat. They get obliterated. How very little can be done under the spirit of fear. Well, I don't know. I feel like America is the lesson that fear is the way to motivate people. But I won't say any more. I won't get political. All right, so let's see here. Let's raise the balloon. I didn't do any pre-battle bombardment. I don't know if I should have or not, but it's a pretty clean hex or pretty clean battlefield. So I don't know that. Whoa. All right. They've got trenches that are very far forward. In fact, in front of their wood lines. I would not deploy my trenches that way if I was them. Not a lot of actual emplacements as far as I can see. There might be more further back. All right, so first things first, and also I think in the recent patch they made light artillery less effective against emplaced equipment and stuff. Not just the range, but they actually made it weaker against like machine gun nests and stuff. All right, so we'll attack with that. I'm not sure how effective it will be against MGs, but we're gonna try it against the trench mortars. Those are probably the biggest concern for me is with a tank attack. So I think that's everybody. At least the balloon will let me know if they're gonna attack me, and then I can maybe shift troops to block their assault if they try and go for my arty. All right, quite a bit of arty dropping in on this balloon. This thing's toast. It's not gonna last the barrage, I don't think. Bye. Whoa! Oh, I love that they show the guy in the balloon just falling to his doom. All right, yeah, so the light arty does not seem to do like anything against this trench, or very little. So that may change the calculus a bit in terms of how I purchase artillery. I might want to go a little bit more on the heavy side. They do a little bit of damage, but not nearly as much as they used to. Still, that might be enough to finish that one off. Yeah, got it. All right, so I've got plenty of supply in this battlefield. So we're just gonna, even though these don't, I was just telling you how they don't do a great job against fixed emplacements. They're the arty I have available right now while the others cool down. Oh shit, what are they doing? Are they attacking me? Because lol if you are. Alright, you're turning this way. I'll get you. Ah, shot behind. And they're also attacking right into the teeth of my my troops. The AI was like, "Charge, go forward and see where they're weak," and they went right into the teeth of my attacking force. All right, that's my arty. That's still finishing up. All right, trench mortars are gone. Right flank feels weak. They've got like a triple line back here by B, but C is not as well defended, I don't think. So let's do this. Let's hit these guys. So the hard thing is this is a long, thin line, so they're gonna be able to fire into my flanks as I advance. But also they have flamethrower troops back there, which make me scared. But let's do this. I wonder if they're gonna have to cross the bridge. Smoke would actually be a good thing to use in this particular attack, I think, to shield my flank, but
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle.
All right, so let's get going here. My arty should be mostly ready by the time I get close. Also, I didn't see any enemy artillery out there. I don't know if that's due to their lack of supply. Actually, there's some back here. So they're shooting at me already. So it's basically one light artillery piece per. Alright, so that will stop their shooting. Oh, keep going, boys. You can do it. Enemies dropping arty behind their own lines, like they're assuming that we take the position already, I guess. I had hoped that gas would have knocked these two trenches both out, but it looks like it just landed between them and did nothing. Our tanks are in place now. They're not hitting them with arty yet. That's giving our troops cover as they approach. Most of our troops did make it to the trenches. Actually, no, you go here. Or at least some of our troops made it, maybe not most. Alright, so we got 3 good chunks of infantry into position, 3 lines, so I guess 6 units of infantry into good position. 2 are completely shattered. Let's bring these boys up here. These guys with arty. Covering fire. Or covering fire. And then we will bring reinforcements up because we can call up to 5 up.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Push these troops forward.
Warte auf Befehle. Feuer frei. Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf. Befehle gehen Los geht's. Wir haben neue Befehle.
All right, go attack there.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen.
Pause.
Mannschaften bereit. Wir haben unsere Ziele.
Okay. Do I have a unit at the river? No.
Achtung!
All right, boys, get up there.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Why are you taking so long? Just charge. Oh my god. Did you see that? They just wiped that unit out with grenades. They're flying everywhere.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Feuerstufe bereit.
What the hell was that was ragdoll physics for the win.
Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen.
Don't take a single prisoner. Kill every last one of those bastards. Do you see what they did to your boys?
Wir haben neue Befehle. Stellung einnehmen.
I believe I can fly. They're dropping RT. It looks like they're dropping Artie. Yeah, they are.
Bereit für Befehle.
I don't see the icon for it, but they are dropping Artie on my tanks there.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
All right, let's bring in. How are we gonna get at this line back here? Because this is up toward B. We could swing up and around. I think that's gonna be the best tactic. So let's get these
Warten auf
4
Befehle.
units up there.
Bewegt euch.
Let's also, well, we don't have our reinforcements yet, right?
Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf. Befehle gehen. Los geht's. Bereit für Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dach.
Okay, so we took C. Let's actually hold one of the tanks back to help guard our flank if the enemy tries to come down this trench line for a counterattack. Also, they can just keep finishing off that lone unit of enemy infantry over there.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Warte auf Befehle. Zu
All right.
dieser Position vor.
Armored Fist, move out. So you guys are gonna pause.
Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Achtung.
This back trench looks like it's unoccupied as far as I can
Bereit an
tell.
der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie. Warten auf Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit
Those
machen.
boys into that bunker.
Achtung, in Stellung gehen.
Auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen.
Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf.
Okay, boys. Move out while the tanks take out this enemy RD. We'll take B from the rear. But they do have troops in the bunker, but we're sending all 5 units into the bunker, so that will become a French grave. Meanwhile, our tanks are firing their main guns at this enemy RD. I think. I guess our infantry are tossing grenades in there, so does the same job.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie.
Enemy's trying to move reinforcements
Wir
through the
haben neue
trench
Befehle.
for a counterattack. We've got a lot of boys in this bunker, Frenchmen. You have fun with that.
Setzt sie unter Dach. Bereit.
We also have 2 tanks. So good luck. Oh boy, that's a lot of troops. Some of them are in the open. Artie, go, go, go. Pound these bastards.
Auf diese Stellung.
Schwenkt die weiße Fahne.
I don't exactly want to drop Artie on my own troops, but
Warte auf Befehle. Rückt zu
if
dieser
we're going to reinforce more than they can slide through the trenches, I'm okay with that.
Brechen auf. Wir haben neue Befehle.
We're going to lose that guy. So we'll send in another company. We'll just slide them down the trench one at a time.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen, bereit an der Linie. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Befehle gehen ein.
Listen, boys, if you want to keep sending troops my way, that's okay. That's a choice you can make.
Bereit für los geht's. Bereit. Setzt sie unter Dach. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Yeah, they are going to win that melee. They won the melee only for the machine guns for my tank to kill them all. I think that's one of the things that would be interesting. I think one issue I have with the game is I would like to see trenches. It make more sense to upgrade trenches. Right now, it really seems like the only real reason you would upgrade your trench is to defend against tanks, because the level 2 trenches do have some immunity to armor. But the level 1 trenches, yeah, they're more vulnerable to artillery, but it's not dramatic enough, I don't think. So you just end up resulting in, like, why would I spend 20 supply for a slight reduction in heavy artillery, especially when the AI doesn't really use a lot of heavy artillery? So
Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue
and the AI, like, these are built up trenches here, but it does seem like generally, in my experience, they don't upgrade their trenches a lot.
Warten auf Befehle. An der Linie.
Maybe that's just my perception and it's wrong, but that seems to be my observation. Right, so we've taken the back line, we're taking B, we've already taken C, and B is connected to the command trench via trenches. So
Wir brechen auf.
we will continue pushing there. We'll bring in the reinforcements, and we're basically bypassing this whole fairly strong defensive line in the front here. Let's finish off that unit. Just by flanking them. And then from the command trench, we'll be able to swing back through the rear of these trenches, which is not as well defended, to take A. All right, boys, get in. In there, boys. Pitch in. All right, B is ours. I believe they released a mini patch recently, which reduces the amount that enemy units surrender. So in our last stream, the enemy was surrendering a whole, like, really quickly. And I believe they balanced that a bit.
Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit machen. Die in Stellung gehen. Wir können hier nicht gewinnen.
Found him. Oh, they're gonna move, huh? I'll follow you. And as they move, they also get more vulnerable to my tanks' machine guns. They're more exposed. Dead. What are you shooting at? Oh, there's an MG over there. Oh, there's troops here. That tank is almost dead, too. Gotta be careful. We lost 2 units there. We'll finish off the command trench.
Bereit machen. An die Linie. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
What are they getting hit by?
Zu dieser Position.
Would you pull back a bit? Stupid enemy trench that I didn't see enemy troops in. And they're gonna die before they really get there. Oh shit. They're counterattacking B. I didn't even notice that they were down here. Looks like our reinforcements are gonna hold, but I was calling those reinforcements in, and yeah, they sent in some Canadian troops. Gave us a little bit of a surprise down there by B. Need that additional firepower from that armored unit, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and use our light artillery here to soften the, or to not soften, but pin these guys up and or down, pin them up. They're not pin up boys, if that's a thing. Oh, I got him killed by that machine gun. Get in the trenches. Enemy counterattack. I think these boys will hold there. Can I not call reinforcements in from the rear yet? I would like to. Just one more objective to take. Oh, now they're requesting to surrender. Yeah, I'll accept your surrender. We don't need to butcher you to the last man. Good enough. We take that from 2 stars down to 1. We'll finish that hex off next turn. I don't have enough men to finish them off this turn, so we'll do it next month. Interestingly enough, the expense of that battle was more on us than them. 880 versus 890. We lost 4,400 elite troops and 132 grenadiers, so about 45, just shy of 4,600 troops. The enemy lost 45 as well, so that's up to 46, 45, plus about 100 more specialty troops and 10 artillery pieces. No tanks lost. It was close. We got close to losing 1 armored unit, but we did not. They're going to have a bit of a repair job back at the depot. But that first battle here at Leon, our new offensive south, succeeded. -10 national will for the enemy, plus 12 for us. Last legs. The enemy position is tenuous at best. Their failure to gain any traction has been noticed, and their civilian population has been quick to call them out and strangle their support. It's only a matter of time before they fall. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to guess that's indicating that we're going to get national will penalties each month, I'm assuming. Now we're going to try and attack Montreal. Not Montreal, but Montreal. They have 15 corps here, so they'll have considerable resources, I think. We will also have a reasonable amount of forces. We're going to go in with the troops at Bray. There's more of them. We also have a little bit more, supply there. We have some aviation. We're going to attack here along the coast and see if we can't overwhelm the 15 corps or so that the enemy has here. Ah yes, the great German offensive at Montreal. Never forget. Put the poppies in your hair and throw on some Taylor Swift. Yes, she has a song called The Great War. It does reference poppies, although I'm sure that's not what she's referring to in her song. The computer says I'm going to lose. That's a challenge. That's I don't think the computer is right. I disagree. I'm not going to do any siege bombardment because there are no enemy trenches to bombard yet. They obviously will be built, but Basic firing trench. Let's be lazy and just do one connected line, right? That's the stupid thing that I did when I first started playing this game. Oh, they're backwards. But we'll do it anyway, just so we have a line. We can always put a second line. They're not attacking, so... Although they might have the resources to, I don't know. It's funny that basic firing trenches are only two hexes, or two supply points. That's like nothing. Three lines of trenches! More! Direct rule from London when? I don't know. Good question. All right, so balloon. They've got a bit of a salient here. We'll put one here. We'll have a good eyes on B and C, and we'll just have to go from there. Arty also makes sense to go behind this initial line. Why can't they place here? I'm confused. All right, so we'll do two heavy. That one can't really shoot as far as I need it to. We'll do 2 heavies and 3 lights this time. A little bit less arty this time. I don't understand. Is it rough terrain or something? 2 heavies, 3 lights. 3 tanks. We're going for B first, I think. But we could go for C. We'll see.
Wir sind eingetroffen und erwarten Befehle.
Right.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
Bereit für Befehle. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Right, this is our assault force. Let's put some conscripts on the flank of the line.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
Okay.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
Verstärkung macht Meldung.
All right. They've got 15,000. They got 15 cores. They definitely have enough to lose a few men. I don't have a ton of supply left over. We're actually going to upgrade these 3 trenches in front of the artillery, just in the event we need some extra manpower there, or some better defenses there if the enemy launches like tanks or something against us. But let's go ahead and end the deployment phase. No pre-battle bombardment this time, even though we do have siege guns here. And we'll see what we're up against. They got plenty of manpower. That's not the issue here. Interesting that we saw a balloon in the last battle. We haven't seen one of those in a while. All right. Interesting. I think that's razor wire. That looks like more intensive than barbed wire, so they've upgraded their tech. Razor wire does damage to you as you move through it. Their trenches are not all interconnected, though, so that's good, I guess. Go after that MG nest. Also go after this enemy balloon. No moving. Like, my general doctrine in this game is you never move until you get rid of the enemy balloons. And it's interesting because, like, in theory, you've got balloon busting air attacks, but those cost 45 supply. If I combine 6 and 9s for those attacks, like, I can usually spend in the 30s for supply to take a balloon out, rather than spending what an aviation unit would take. Just takes a little bit more time. Right, that'll finish that enemy MG nest. There's also a trench mortar over here we need to deal with. And One more. Got it. Ah! I think it's hilarious that they added the detail of the observer falling out of the balloon as it crashes to the ground. Air superiority. Defend my balloon. Go get the bastards. I spent a lot of supply on that. Save the balloon. Lower the balloon. Don't let him destroy it. Protect it. 2 on 1. Down goes their aviation. We got it. Oh, shit. Big air battle brewing. So we got 1 enemy fighter squadron destroyed. We got 2 enemy fighter squadrons destroyed. Hell yeah. Hey, look, the enemy's attacking me. Lol. Hey, guys. They didn't even use any artillery preparations. Poor enemy troops. All right. They're gonna keep coming, huh? I'm not sure they have the supply. I thought I saw something that said airbursts are very effective against enemy artillery, but I have not seen that borne out in practice. Meanwhile, those enemy attacks were just pointless. Infantry moving across open ground with no artillery support. What are you smoking, AI? All right, let's actually do this. They have short range. Let's move this conscript over here on the flank and go after that enemy artillery. I think they can get in close and finish it off. Hey, they got more fighters coming in. Now they're also dropping arty on my troops, huh? I don't know that I have the fighters, the supply to compete with these guys on aviation, but we're gonna go more air battles here. Move. Let them waste their arty. You're shooting at conscripts, boys. Lull to you. Alright, looks like our aviation, and I wasn't really paying a ton of attention to it, took out their fighters. I think they still have a bomber down here. Hopefully our boys will go after that. Grenade them! Well, that enemy nest is at least very... Really? No one's gonna go after this guy? Alright, boys. Get moving. Armor, forward. Get the panzers moving. Infantry also. Oh wow. Okay, so they're gonna use arty against me, huh? The jerks. I guess you might as well just move through the artillery. Russian. These guys got their asses kicked too, didn't they? Get in there, boys. shit.
Die Befehle gehen ein. Unser Ziel steht fest. Bereit für Befehle. Feuer frei.
Pause.
Bereit.
Get the tanks out of there.
Mannschaften bereit. Wir haben unsere Ziele. Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer laden. Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Feuert auf diese Stellung.
Warte auf Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
Okay. You are right. These are kind of piecemeal attacks. Why are they not attacking toward that trench? On the flip side, they're more easy to manage. I think the enemy, if they want to counterattack, attack through a wall of iron. Yeah, they got dramatically weakened before they ever got to the front.
An die Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Mannschaften bereit. Auf Feuerwalze vorbereiten. Sperrfeuerwalze befohlen. Wir haben unsere Ziele. Seid bereit. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Bereit für Sperrfeuer. Befeuern auf diese Stellung.
Bereit.
Hey guys, their lead tank is getting shot up there pretty bad. Uh-oh. That's a lot of air bursts. That was an incredibly... The enemy just launched 3 air bursts. That was an incredibly expensive artillery attack by them. I can't believe they did that. They just spent 210 supply on that. In any event, B is about to be ours. There's no enemy troops left here, I don't think. They got more bombers? I mean, I know they got 15 cores and all, so they get a lot of free supply, if you will, but still. Okay, B is ours. We've secured the enemy's control point. I think now we make a flank attack on C. 2 of my tanks are not in good shape. We might lose them.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir halten hier die Stellung. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
Okay.
Warten auf Befehle.
Yeah, we're gonna lose that grenadier unit to that arty that's dropping on us. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't have that many to take that air burst. Actually, why don't you just stay back here? They wanna... Alright, they're launching an air burst there as well. That's another 70. I did not click it there. I put it on the trench. Fuck. Forwards! For God's sakes, advance! Oh wow, that unit just melted. Is that our tank up there that just blew up? Yep, it's our tank. Fuck. I don't have a lot of troops to do.
Wir haben unsere Ziele.
Where are you going?
Feuerstellung einnehmen. Bereit machen. Positionen einnehmen. Bereit.
Hmm.
Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf.
We're gonna lose more tanks in this battle than we've probably lost in any of our other fights.
Achtung! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
We're gonna buy a couple of conscripts to go defend D.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Schwenkt die weiße Fahne! Wir haben neue Befehle.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Feuerwalze. Laden.
Ah,
Bereit für Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dampf. Bereit. Vorwärts. Das ist zu viel. Rück zu.
I didn't see the airburst actually hit there.
Zurück nach hinten.
Interesting. Also, they're like calling an airburst where no troops are. Or at least it said they were. There's an artillery strike. It didn't look like it was an airburst, but...
Ladet euch ein, Jungs.
Die Waffen niederlegen. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
Alright, reinforcements are coming in.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf
That was a
Befehle.
good chunk of our remaining reserves.
Wählt eure Ziele.
Neue Befehle gehen ein.
Pause.
Positionen vorbereiten für
Befehle gehen ein. Feuer! Bereit für Befehle. Unser Ziel steht fest.
Warten auf Befehle.
I thought it said they were stronger than that.
Bereit. Los geht's.
I'm getting some weird... I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels like some weird graphical glitches here. Alright, there we go.
Setzt sie unter Dampf.
Knocked him out. So should we be taking C at this point? We are, okay. Alright, so that's two command posts, or two posts down. We'll advance on the command post next. Let's take out these mortars though. Like, why is this is just weird. The artillery circles are jumping all over on me. I didn't put it up there. All right, boys. Our horde of reinforcements are up. We lost our second tank.
Bereit für Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Bereit, wir brechen auf.
I think we took the mortar out there. Are these guys bad guys coming out of there? Those are my troops, never mind.
Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Feuerwalze einleiten. Sperrfeuer.
All right, this has to be the attack that we
Für leichte Sperrfeuer.
succeed because I don't have supplies to launch another one.
Warte auf Befehle. Feuer aus allen Rohren. Bereit machen.
Fuck, go take out that MG nest. A lot of enemy troops here.
Die Arme hoch, Jungs. Befehle gehen ein. Feuer!
Got it.
Wir ergeben uns. Schwenkt die weiße Fahne.
Well, the bad news is we didn't take him on the first roll. Good news is we didn't necessarily expend all of our effort
Wir haben neue
on it.
Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle.
All right, rolling barrage.
Bereit für
That tank's
Befehle.
gonna die.
Los geht's.
Get back.
Warten auf Befehle.
Ladet sie nach. Auf Feuerwalze. Vorbereit diese Positionen. Vorbereiten. Reichsfeuerwalze. Feuerwalze einleiten.
Okay, boys.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
Reinforcements, bring them up.
Bereit machen. Niederlegen. Bereit. Setzt sie unter Dach. Achtung!
Yeah, the reinforcements are coming up.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
What is bombing there? Is that their mortar or something? And there goes the tank. Fuck. Alright, we got these troops in. No enemy troops are in their positions here that can stop us at the moment.
Bereit an der Linie. Bereit machen. An die Linie. Achtung! Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe.
Into the command trench.
Diese Stellung gehört uns.
I'm going to lose more men than the allies, yeah. This was a sloppy offensive. I haven't lost a battle in so long, perhaps I just got a little complacent.
Warten auf Befehle. Feuer frei! Wir können hier nicht gewinnen. In Stellung gehen! Bereit machen!
I want to know why the elite troops' morale is so hindered.
Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle.
Everybody forwards!
Neue Befehle.
Ludendorff tactics. If at first you don't succeed, human wave, human wave, human wave.
Bereit machen! Wir halten hier die Stellung. Achtung! Diese Stellung gehört uns. Neue Befehle.
In the trench, please?
Wir haben
No?
neue
Okay.
Befehle. Warten auf Befehle.
Oh, trench mortars. Ow. Wonder if the flamethrower troops is why their morale was toast.
Die weiße Fahne.
In any event, not gonna win that battle.
Die Waffen niederlegen. Bereit machen.
Alright, boys.
An die Linie.
Into that trench.
Achtung.
Into
Feuerstellung.
this trench.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir müssen diese Stellung halten. Wir haben neue Befehle. Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben. Warten auf Befehle. Wir halten auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit machen.
Everyone move.
Gehen.
No tanks, they all got killed. Hauser.
Achtung. Bereit an der Linie.
Wow, those trench mortars actually
Neue Befehle.
punch pretty well.
Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Ah, shit, they got an MG there, I forgot.
Wir können hier nicht gewinnen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Well, this is gonna be ugly.
In Stellung gehen.
Ah, flames! They burn! Alright, you're in the trench, so now slide down to go do melee. We'll free up spot for the next unit to get in. And they will slide down to do melee. Which will free up unit spots for the next two units.
Bereit machen.
Which will slide up in the trench.
Schwenkt die weiße Fahne.
Which will free up spot for the next two units. Or the next unit, maybe. Alright.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
They're meleeing, so go.
Wir haben neue
There's
Befehle.
machine guns there. Never mind. Don't do that.
Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Hier die Stellung. Achtung. In Stellung gehen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie.
Bereit machen. Nehmt den Graben ein.
One of these units got out of the trench when they were not supposed to.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Alright, you're gonna grenade these bad guys.
Bereit machen. Die Arme hoch, Jungs. Achtung. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen.
We'll finally beat these. I guess maybe I shouldn't have said the flamethrowers can't melee, because they sure did a better job in this fight. Achtung!
Achtung! Bereit an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
All right. In terms of victory, I don't know about casualties, but in terms of victory, this fight's getting more interesting now that we're going to be able to wipe out the enemy artillery in the back, which should considerably reduce their strength up here.
Warten auf Befehle. Wählt eure Ziele.
I don't know
Bereit für Befehle.
that I would be able to do any kind of effective job against enemy troops in these in the command trench with my current, with the quality level of the troops. I mean, conscripts are not good. What's the, we got commandos up here.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Neue Befehle gehen ein.
Rather they shoot at my handful of grenadiers. But, oof, grenades! Yep, alright, they did exactly that.
Die Waffen niederlegen.
Get into the trench.
Wir können hier nicht gewinnen. Die Arme hoch.
Alright, you got him. All my troops on the left flank died? From what? Oh, they're counterattacking. We should request a ceasefire. I have no troops left. Okay, ceasefire, please. All right. Well, that battle didn't go well. That was like vintage 1915 in terms of casualties there. Although I still feel like our losses were less than they would have been back then. I guess because maybe the elite units are smaller. We lost 6,500 men. The enemy lost 4,000 and some change. They also did lose 15 heavy artillery pieces. And they lost 6 fighters and 1 bomber. So they actually lost more strength than we did, because a considerable amount of our casualties were conscripts. We did lose the 3 heavy tanks, which hurt, but the 6 fighter aircraft hurt for them. We didn't lose a single fighter that we deployed there, so the aviation came in handy. Major victory nonetheless. We get a victory. That's a victory. So, you know, that's what matters, right? I get to count that as a victory. I don't know who's counting, you know. Also, probably if we just let the enemy sweep us, it would have not felt so good. I had no troops left. All right. That was not a good result. I'm not going to attack there again. The troops at Calais could. And actually, to that end, I don't know that I want to attack twice out of there. I think I need more tanks. Let's actually do this. I said I wasn't going to spend the research, but I can't do that until I get storage building. What? All right, and that's going to do it with this episode of the Great War Western Front, episode number 31 of our Let's Play series, playing as the Central Powers. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as we push on to eventual, hopefully anyway, total victory. But that'll be for another time. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.